come to you speaking, but not speaking at all. Have I spoken a word that said anything at all other than I've said I'm speaking, I have spoken? Look at my ugly beard is all crooked today. Look, look. Why should I have a beard? It's not even a whole beard, it's half a beard. Is that egotistical to have a beard and hide my face behind it? To hide my lips, because you can't even see if I'm moving my lips. So actually, when you grow a beard, I can now tell everybody I'm a marionette. What is a marionette? What is a marionette? It's a puppet. Puppet on strings. Here's my strings, right over here. Wait, don't pull me away. Drinking coffee, too lazy to get a coffee cup. I drink it right from where the grinds are. Is that not ugly? Do you see the yellow in coffee? Do you see the yellow in cigarettes? How do I learn? I talk to myself. Hi, Ronnie. How you doing? You're okay? Does anybody know where the juniper bird is? Jennifer. It's a bird. It takes the influx and the outflux of what's coming in and going out. How do I know? Because in my pictures that I've been drawing for 10 years, I've always written about Jennifer. My name comes from Rachel, but part of my memory is from Jennifer and Lionel. Lionel, the fly. Why? Because my aunt was named Jennifer and she died at 15. 15 is the circle to the secondary world in which they wrap themselves up in a cocoon and they fly away. I'm just going to show you one of my first books. This is one of my first books. This is how many pages are in it. Where did this book come from? This book came from this book, where I wrote it. I wrote it all down, and then I typed it all out. And then in 2009, this book came to me. A lot of writing on it. You know what this book? In 2009, this book comes from a site named Extra Normal. I had a friend of mine living with me, mail. I didn't get the mail, but the mail was delivered. I thought it was him. Then there was somebody else I knew that knew how to play with computers, and I thought it was him, but it was impossible. Impossible for my mind to understand. Why? Because as I was typing and writing to him, he wrote to me. Then all of a sudden, this guy gives me a password. But he knew what I was drinking, he knew what I was eating, he knew what I'd like to do. Ronnie, I have been sent down from the 6th dimension within your mind, and the reason that I am here is the problem you have with the spirit world. Who are you and what are you? What are you talking about? I do not have much time. Don't play stupid with me, Ronald. You know what I mean. While you keep picking losers, you know you keep yourself out of the spirit world, you know. You are lucky enough to get into the spirit world, so don't fuck it up. Now that does not sound like an angel writing to me, other than somebody making it up. But the site this comes from, Extra Normal, didn't exist in 2009 March. In fact, the first time I actually saw its existence was almost a year later. Page number 2, it says, do not fuck it up. I know I must get back to the spirit world, for there lies the truth, says I. That's right, Ronnie. You must get back more often. But not only that, when you stay away, you fuck it up all the time and keep others out like myself. So no more fuck-ups. So we will now get down into the ghetto of a planet in which I do not wish to be. Oh, I don't feel good and must be dreaming. Hopefully I'll remember your message. I am thirsty and must get a fruit drink or else. That's what they said, but that's what I did. Like weird. Don't let others down, or you will forever be in the nebula of 4283, some 3003 away from the end journey. And always remember the other side, as without the other side, you are on the wrong side. Goodbye for now, Ronnie. 4283 and 3003, and I've been seeing 303 in the Matrix movie. It was door number 303 once, door number 303 twice, and last night, after hearing the time of 2:22 and the number I've been waiting for, 8912, I get a phone call in the middle of the night at 8912 saying, be quiet, you're too loud. Be quiet, you're too loud. You're waking me up. They are on the other side of the wall. Then when I turn next to it, I get this page over here. 7286, need to return exception message to SAS. I don't know what it is, but this is now, I added this page in after the 10th of September 2010. This is when the dreams began. This is when I started to see the light of the next world. Toto says early nor later. I do not know what this page is, but I guess you do know. My son Donovan, born reference son, 9.1, spirit soul connection, 1 and 9. It says, I call it immediately after creating the Java obligation. It invokes exception described on SAS 9.2 and does nothing on SAS 9.1. Test on SAS 9.2 with bad passwords and malformed URLs resulting in inappropriate message stacked traces. So that's what it says here. Then it says SAS 9.1, you should see no change. Then it says we'll have to get Julie or somebody else to regress. Julie, Jennifer, all the same. Next page, Ronald. Today is Tuesday and he writes in French now. Ronald, aujourd'hui c'est mardi. Mars Day? Why not Tuesday? The day of the chosen was the day of Mars. One in French, one in English. The journey, I know, okay, you are young, okay, but I am a friend of your grandfather's and it's been a long time. Okay, I live in the spirit world in your nebula 7286. Do not make big errors, Ronald, or you will suffer much. Stop your sickness in the 5th seed. The 4th seed is the one to choose. If you do not stop, Ronald, this game, okay, will be against you. Contre, and the fight will be with or and against 7286 in the 5th seed. It kept talking 4, then 5, then 4, then 5. What are you saying? I do not completely understand, but I think it's about Nebula 7286 and the spirit world. And why Tuesday a big day? You see, I say it in English. He said it in French. Vous saviez pourquoi, you imbecile? You imbecile, you know why. Do not play. Si tu joues, if you do gamble, okay, you must gamble 5e semence, which is the 5th seed, okay, in the next weekend. If you do otherwise, you will lose. And guess what? The weekend came up and the 5th seed won. Whatever it might be. Oh my God, what are you saying? If I bet, I will lose all spirit world connectors to Nebula 7286, where there now lies my grandfather, unless I play Seed 5 next weekend. But what does that mean, Seed 5? You will find the response. You will find the answer, my beautiful mind. Ronald, Saturday has arrived, but your meter is running on empty. Meter, Maldek, that's the way I put the two together, is running on empty. To arrive in the nebulas of the ancient time, it is disappearing. How much pain do you expect to dish out before your semi-guarantee into the spirit world is taken away? The crow. Remember, the crow is the row, okay? The row, the crow, okay? The sow, it's all in the same word. It's a multiple word usage. The crow is not telling a good story and is still incomplete. The beings who will reveal themselves to you are still unknown. Messenger 410-63 is now in another nebula. That's my birthday. Messenger 410-63 is another nebula zone. Serge tried to show himself to you, Mr. Ronald, in the 4th dimension of your grandfather, an old friend from 1971. What does it mean, 1971? But he could not make progress with you. This will eventually lead to your hospitalization unless you take his word seriously. Now that's a threat, and I wasn't too happy when I got that. Serge, see, this information I'm getting here happened over a period of a week, 10 days. Serge, as his worldly name is now in another nebula, working on another spirit, it was due to land with us in the constellation Mayan near the Aztec Freelies of 1539. You can never go there because your spirit connectors are locked and at odds with the Mayan. Why am I at odds with the man? Is it because they cannot let me in because Satan is still within me? But 7286 may allow you in, but I'm not sure anymore. I must talk with Serge, a brother of the Israelites, a friend of your grandfather's from 1971. For I know the test has been upgraded from failed to incomplete. You're temporarily a lucky soul. What? What? I'm dizzy. Ron, you are the ancient one. Come on, Ronnie. Another message will be heading your way. One day soon, this will be a very serious time, for your spirit world journey is in trouble now. Jen is a non-believer. Ronald, Saturday has come, and your meter in the nebula world is disappearing. How much pain do you expect to dish out before your semi-guaranteed lets you back in? And they doubled that up. And again, it's saying the crows are not telling a good story. And it goes on. I'm not going to read the whole thing. And it goes on to saying that you are the chosen one. Ronnie, you are loved in your destined nebula of 7286. Do all you can to get back as a pure angel created by God. Just ask Ace Green, who knows. Ace Green is a basketball player that was born the same day as me, and he broke all kinds of records. Why? Can you say it's celibacy? He wouldn't have sex until he got married when his career was over at the age of 38. And 38 is when the pigs connect into the three worlds, 8, 8, and 8. Why 8 and 8? Because H above, H below creates the eye of who you are, the three worlds of 8, where one eye brings yourself into the two worlds. 2009 can also say 9002. It can, I don't even know where, but I'm going to read you the end part, which this is really weird. Get a grip on yourself. There's just too much. The video is going to go way too long. I just want to show you, we have been monitoring you since the early age for over 44 years, meaning from since you were born. Okay? Okay, Ronnie, I will tell you a little secret. It's all about the 7 main pillars of ancient Judaism. The monarchy, when you speak monarch, anything to do with monarch is butterfly. Butterfly is cocoon on the ground to flying in the air. Or the Davidic dynasty, other known as the House of David. You should reign as a king over Israel forever. This is where you were before you came here, and this is where you must return. You must obey the Lord. You see, they speak into a language that I would understand. Okay, it might be something else, but they say this. And then at the end, you have been receiving this blessing of Alpha every day for 44 years. You have been receiving a message from him. And then it says Angel R702N86 will be activated upon 100% approval from the Great One Alpha. But still inside your life, you must rid your soul of the last remaining breath of Lucifer. And you want to know what's funny? Is that when you write Jennifer and Lucifer, all you got to do is remove the L. And you got Juniper, or the juniper bird. Remove the L for a J, 10 or 12, 3 or 1. But J is more than a J. J has a great value of 17. It is the queen and it is the doorway. Why? Because 0 equals 6, 1 and 6 equals 7, brings on the light. Jennifer brings the light. In the last part, it says, I don't like to read this part. Warning to you, act fast. The time has come. Angel R702N86, you are the, and I don't understand this word. Messiah, I can't read this word. I know what it says, but I refuse to read it because it's not one. There's not one person who will save. It is all one at a time. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you.